Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pooja and we are doing a series on Pranayam, and this is my episode on Ujjayi Pranayam. A Pranayam which is one of the most critical Pranayam as far as women wellness is concerned. Ujjayi Pranayam is also called as victorious breath, and it's one of the main Pranayams that are taught in different schools of yoga. It is done in very different ways. If you see YouTube videos on Ujjayi Pranayam, you will see different versions of Ujjayi Pranayam. That doesn't mean that any of the methods is wrong, but there are different ways of doing Ujjayi Pranayam, and the one that I'm going to do today is the one that I have learned in my practice from my gurus, and this is what I'm going to be teaching over here today. Now, why is Ujjayi such an important pranayam? I think from women's wellness point of view, because this is a channel on women wellness and we are focusing on women's wellness, their menstrual cycle, how to regulate that. Ujjayi pranayam actually becomes one of the most important pranayam as far as your menstrual cycle is concerned. And the reason for that is that it actually focuses on your throat chakra, which is your thyroid gland. From yogic science point of view, this area is called your throat chakra. Throat chakra is also the chakra of communication, and we always see that women usually are not able to express their feelings in the best possible way. Sometimes their emotions are suppressed, they are not able to tell what they are feeling, and this kind of is more sort of a suppressed area of communication as far as women are concerned. So it is important that we give more energy in this area, because it's all about energy. We are talking about the flow of energy, and throat chakra is the chakra. If we give more energy to it, then it activates your throat chakra, and then that is what you do basically in Ujjayi Pranayam, and that then improves your emotional well-being, because if you are able to express yourself in a proper way, it actually works on your emotion in a better way, and you are become more emotionally stable because you don't have anything which is suppressed or which is not getting a release that you are looking for. And from modern science point of view, this is also the place where we have a thyroid gland, and thyroid gland actually has a very close connection to your reproductive hormones. So underactive thyroid, or Hashimoto's disease, which is an autoimmune condition, it is 10 times more common in women as compared to men. So women actually have a thyroid issue more common than men, and the reason for that is that thyroid is very closely connected to your reproductive hormones, estrogen and progesterone. So the regulation of estrogen and progesterone affects the thyroid hormone, and thyroid hormone affects the production of estrogen and progesterone. So they are very closely related and connected. So it becomes really important that you are looking after your thyroid health if you want to really look after your menstrual cycle, and vice versa. So that's why Ujjayi Pranayam becomes really critical for anybody who's suffering from any menstrual issues, reproductive issues, and they generally have an underactive thyroid. Then Ujjayi Pranayam actually works really well for them. Now, how is thyroid so closely linked to your menstrual cycle? I will explain you with the scenario of your menstrual cycle and how it works. So most of you would have noticed that when you ovulate around the 14th day of your cycle, your basal temperature goes a little bit up, and then it kind of raised for 2 to 3 days, and then it starts going down. So your temperature actually can actually tell you when you are ovulating, and so there is this really subtle amount of control that you need in your cycle for the temperature to rise and then go down. And the temperature regulation is actually done by the thyroid gland. So the production of a good quality egg, so that you have a good healthy menstrual cycle at the end of 28 days, actually depends on the thyroid gland. If the body's temperature is all over the place because the thyroid gland is underactive or overactive, then that can really affect your menstrual cycle in a big way. So thyroid is also important for other functions. Every single cell in your body has a thyroid receptor, which basically means that every single cell needs that thyroid hormone to function in an optimal way. It controls your metabolism, so how quickly you are able to digest the food and convert it into energy, how quick are you able to burn your food, that all depends on how good your thyroid function is. And we have always seen that somebody who has an underactive thyroid will always have issues with their weight. They are not able to lose the weight. They literally are not eating anything and still they don't lose the weight because they have a problem of an underactive thyroid. So weight gain or weight loss or is highly dependent on how your thyroid function is, and also the quality of your hair, skin, your mood, how elevated you are feeling, how sluggish or fatigued you are, or how quickly you are on your feet and you're moving around everywhere. That depends on how good your thyroid is functioning. And as thyroid is really very closely connected to estrogen and progesterone, we know that it is critical for a healthy menstrual cycle, and that's why Ujjayi Pranayam becomes one of the most important pranayam for every single woman. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you must do this every single day, because it controls your thyroid gland, and eventually then it controls everything as far as women wellness is concerned. So now we are going to see how do we do Ujjayi Pranayam. There are different versions out there, but the one that I have learned is the one that I'm going to teach you. Ujjayi Pranayam is all about activating your throat chakra. So we are going to be focusing on this area. So now obviously pranayam is about inhalation and exhalation. So how are we going to inhale? So we're going to open our mouth a little bit, inhale through our mouth into our throat. So when we are going to take the air in like that, you're going to feel a little bit of coolness in your throat area, and that's the kind of friction that we want to generate around that. That's about it. We're not going to constrict the throat at all. We're just going to let the air pass through the throat and feel that coolness that happens when we do that. After inhalation, you also have to do a little bit of holding in this. So once we have inhaled the air through our throat, we are going to do a chin lock, something like this, where we're just going to lock the chin over here and then hold our breath for a while. After that, we're going to come back to our same position and then exhale from our left nostril. There's a reason why we are exhaling from our left nostril. When we are doing Ujjayi Pranayam and we are inhaling through our throat, it actually generates a little bit of heat inside your body, and your left nostril is considered to be your the cool side of your nadi. So when we exhale, we want to obviously regulate the temperature. So once we've generated the heat, once we're going to exhale, we're going to exhale from the cooler side of the nostril, and that's how we balance the temperature. So that is the reason why we exhale from the left and never from the right side. Now how we're going to inhale and hold and exhale, it's going to be in the ratio of 1:1:2, which means that if you're inhaling for 3 seconds, then you're going to hold for 3 seconds, and then you're going to exhale for 6 seconds. So that's the ratio you're going to maintain when you're doing Ujjayi Pranayam. So I'm going to show you one round of Ujjayi Pranayam and how I inhale and how do I hold and how do I exhale. Now when we are opening our mouth, you just have to literally imagine that you're gulping something straight into your throat. And how you're going to do that is the way you are going to inhale inside. And it's very simple, it's a very gentle exercise, one of the most simple exercises, so you don't have to worry too much about it. As long as you're doing it slowly, gently, then you will be doing it correctly. One thing you have to bear in mind is that because Ujjayi Pranayam is all about increasing the length of your pran or increasing the length of your inhalation and exhalation, we are going to inhale inside our tummy and try to then expand your chest, and then when you exhale, try to contract the chest, and then try to exhale out of your stomach in the end. So this is how we're going to do this. Please have a look. So you're going to be inhaling, holding, and then exhaling from your left nostril. This is how simple it is. You would want to do this in a certain proportion. So 3:3:6 would be your proportion, but then you can increase it to make it 4:4:8 or 5:5:10. So build it up over a period of time to get the real benefit out of this pranayam. Again, Ujjayi Pranayam is one of those most gentle exercises that you can do anytime during the day. So it does not have that restriction that you have to do it first thing in the morning or you have to do it on empty stomach. You can actually do Ujjayi Pranayam any time of the day. If you have thyroid issue and you are on certain kind of medication, then you can actually do Ujjayi Pranayam a little more. So maybe 21 rounds in a day would really help in activating that area, because it's really sluggish. There is no energy flowing in that area. So the more Ujjayi you're going to do, the more activation will happen, and that is how you're going to improve the way thyroid is functioning. If you're someone who really wants to just prevent thyroid issues and has probably a mom or a sister or someone who already has a thyroid issue, and you think because it usually comes in the family, you're predisposed to it and you might have a higher chance of getting underactive thyroid, then just do it regularly every single day. 15 rounds of Ujjayi Pranayam every single day can really keep your thyroid really active and healthy, and it can also overall work on your menstrual cycle. If you're someone who is experiencing extreme PMS or PMDD just before periods, where you have extreme mood swings, you are really lethargic, you have to be in bed literally for 2 to 3 days, you are really sluggish, and you have a lot of pain and there are mood swings, then Ujjayi Pranayam can work wonders for you. So please do this every single day and it can really help you. I hope you liked this video and the way we did the Ujjayi Pranayam. If you have any questions regarding how to do this correctly, please put them down on the comment section and I'll be happy to help. Please do this at home, 15 rounds every single day. Along with Kapalbhati and Anulom Vilom, and it can really regulate your menstrual cycle, it can elevate your mood, give you the energy that you're looking for and the vitality that you're looking for, and it can really work wonders. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.